first one, and it's a biggie. Cloud has been introduced on 2 platforms this week in big ways. I don't know why. It seems to be on the 5-year anniversary of Stadia. Perhaps this is when the technology finally was able to be stable enough on multiple systems. But we have it here: stream your own games with Xbox Cloud Gaming. The beta, because they never get anything out of beta, is now available to stream your own games. This feature allows you to play your owned and installed Xbox games from your console, and the beta is currently available to Xbox insiders in the alpha and alpha skip ahead rigs. So it's not actually available to everyone right now. Do people have an Xbox right now and they're not able to use this?
So it's
Anyone on the
accessible,
panel?
you said, via the Insider app. And you
Yeah,
have
yeah,
to be
you
an
can sign
alpha
up for it.
tester on the Insider app. That's not something that you base get as an Xbox user. You have to download the app onto your console or onto your PC. And to get access to the alpha, I believe you have to be a tester for so long and have taken part in so many previous tests that you gain level, as it were, to the point where they move you up from their Omega program to their Delta program, eventually to their Alpha program, which is one of their top tier programs of getting the insider stuff. But yeah, that's not accessible by lots of people on Xbox.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for that background. Well, what I want to do with this story is now juxtapose it with the PlayStation Portal introducing a new experience which involves adding their subscription service onto their portal. The PS Cloud Enhanced, it allows you to play cloud games from their gaming catalog, and some select PS5 titles. The update includes and the AI may have this wrong, but 4K resolutions on that little thing, streaming them for PS5. Also, big improvements
I
with
thought I heard
on-screen displays and user interfaces. So my question, as long as it's been, is which one hits it out of the park better? Which one do you guys like? Which one are you preferring? And I want to start with Mr. Cloud Champion to get you in here. We'll start with Wilson. You hear about both these experiences. What are you more geared towards?
Are you talking the Portal versus xCloud, essentially?
Right.
Essentially.
Yeah, I want to have
I
that
have
debate.
no. Is that what you're asking? I feel like that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah, I want to, as a cloud gaming champion, would you rather have a mobile option or would you rather have the option on any screen you own?
I'm not a fan of either service, frankly. I'm not. I think the Portal is a little bit unnecessary. Like, a portable device should be portable and not the shape a Portal is with the limitations a Portal has. And xCloud, I mean, look, mate, many of the people on this panel used to be Stadians, all right? We played that cloud. We've also, a lot of us played GFN. We've seen what good cloud gaming can be. xCloud usually isn't that. It's a lot like, you know, those articles people used to write about Stadia about how it's incredibly unreliable? Well, that's xCloud. xCloud is not reliable. It can work sometimes, but it's not very strong. It's not very great resolution. It's iffy. You can sometimes wait in queues forever. Goodness, man. I mean, if either service was a bit more to my liking, I don't know. I'd honestly, if they were both more to my liking, I would prefer the PS Portal. Simply for their exclusivity, man, and that's another subject. But the exclusives that you could access on a portable device like that, which at its size is still kind of cinematic. That's what I would lean towards.
Oh, thanks for your input. I appreciate it. Now want to jump into SPG. Why don't you give your take? Do you think it's too late? Why do you see both these companies making the Stadia move 5 years later? What do you think's happening here?
Well, I know why Xbox is doing it. I mean, they basically have xCloud that can play on any screen, much like, you know, Stadia did. But I'm with Wilson on this for a few reasons. One of them is that you can't just buy a game and play it in the cloud. Now, Xbox is working on this, which you just discussed, but you can't really do it. It's not every title and all that. And on the other flip side of it, Anytime you can play a AAA game without needing to buy the damn console is a win for everyone. But I don't think xCloud is there yet. I wouldn't go buy an Xbox game to make sure I had it on the cloud. I just wouldn't do that right now. It's not good like that. I think the tech was there when Stadia was doing it. Stadia, maybe
Yeah.
didn't have all the power. It didn't have the fidelity, but it was a stable experience, no matter
Mhm.
what you want to say about it.
Pun intended.
Yeah, maybe. But
So
you can't just buy a damn game and play it. You do got to have xCloud. And then on the other side, how many of the PS5 games are actually in the cloud to be played that way?
yeah, we have a limited library. Not every title, but there are a good majority of titles. I mean, TPG, you were talking about Last of Us. That's on Game Catalog. You got Ratchet and Clank, everyone's favorite PC game. There's Ghost of Tsushima is on there. They've got some big
Spider-Man Miles
PlayStation.
Morales.
Miles Morales. Did they have the first Spider-Man on there or no? I don't think so.
I don't know.
That was.
Well,
But
that's
it's-
the two companies launching their cloud today. I thought that was interesting that both of them kind of launched something in the cloud vein today, and
Well, I
ever so
will say,
similar to Stadia. Yeah,
I
go
find
for
it
it.
funny. Microsoft launched that feature. Sony already had that. I think they launched actually last year, where it's like a lot of their games, they're like at least their first party games. If you own it, they're like, oh, you can stream it instead of having to download it. Like, I literally did that last night, where I was like playing The Last of Us Part 1 on the cloud, and I was like, damn, this is pretty damn good. And I was like imagining that on the PlayStation Portal. I'm like, dude, wow, that's a crazy idea.
When they started it, though, it was like you can only do PS4 games,
Well, it's
not
PS5
PS5
games now as well.
games. But now
Well, it's
thank
select
God,
PS5 games now.
yeah, selected. But hey, you know what? I have both systems. I say it's a win for both. But
Hey,
honestly,
more
guys,
options, the better.
it's more options. But also, guys, you got to also remember it's what your internet is. It's what because
Oh, dude, if you live up like
some
if you live out on the fucking bums in the middle of nowhere, don't even entertain this idea.
exactly.
Yeah, if you're in Canada, internet is not an issue, right? It's just in the States you guys have internet problems.
Yeah.
One thing I will say in regards to that, I recently played xCloud because typically I use GeForce Now, but for some reason Call of Duty and Fortnite were having issues. I don't know if it was a new update. This was, I think, a day or two ago, and so I loaded it up through xCloud instead, and it ran okay. But one thing I did notice is they now have a thing where it will pop up and it would say like packet loss. Like whenever I would start to see something hitch, it would have like a little thing pop up on the browser saying packet loss, and then it would said for at the bottom it said for troubleshooting network issues go to this website, and had a website. So it looks like they have been making some like modifications, even if it's just minor stuff on xCloud's side. So I'm curious to see how this goes as time progresses, as cloud gets better from some of these companies.
I don't know what it is, but on my phone, xCloud looks and plays perfect on my phone. But on my TV, it plays like dog crap.
You still use it regularly though, Ray. You're one of the most regular xCloud users out of all of us, aren't you?
But I'm playing in the when I'm on my PC, I'm playing in the browser. But when I'm in the, sometimes I'll try the TV and it's just not that great on TV. And then on my phone, it looks amazing on my phone. It is weird. Because I really would love for it to be on the big screen, xCloud, to play good, but it doesn't. It's so bad.
I think the issue with playing on your TV is because the data rate, the data card in the back of the TV is not necessarily made for cloud gaming. It's more made for streaming video and stuff like that. So maybe it's limited on that sense. Where on your PC, like it's made to run higher bit rate, right? So.
Yeah, and that technology will probably grow in TV, but I am going to commandeer this cloud ship and move it on to the next title because I don't want to stay on this one for all too